So I can see where this lines up underneath the floor. I'm going to put a screw. Now I can go downstairs and find out where that lines up with the joists. Now I can go take these screws out before I kill myself on them. Ick. Now I've already cut these according to the clawfoot tub, and it might be a little different than your standard tub that's modern today. So make sure you fit everything together perfectly and try it out on there before you get started gluing. So now that that's done and I've got my lengths cut right, I'm going to take this level and line it up along here, and that'll give you a nice straight line to line things up with. And I'll do it with both pieces. All these factory fittings have a factory line, and make that really clear to yourself where it is. Do that on everything that it involves. That way you should be able to have a nice square lined up plumbing. And then all parts involved, you do a good cleaning on them with this primer. You don't want to skip this step. So you let those dry for a little bit. And take your glue, PVC cement, and you're going to put a good amount on the inside of that. And on this side. Give that like a quarter turn. Make sure your line, that line I made with the marker, is lined up really good. It's gonna really matter. Wow, that went fast. And then you want to hold it for about 30 seconds because it will back out. This is the overflow drain. Sure you get a good quarter turn, and this stuff works fast, so hold, hold, hold. And if you did it right, it should lay nice and flat. Okay, and you're ready for this one. And then last but not least, you want to put your drain on. And done. At least with that part. And now that that's done, we can put these gaskets on. One for the drain and the overflow. And we go check that out. Now I'll be loosely putting this in because this is not the final assembly. I'm going to be taking this tub apart and painting it and all kinds of stuff to this tub. Cleaning it up. I do plan on leaving the finish original. I'm not going to put that coating stuff on. This is a pretty good tub. See if I can buff it up some, and that's going to be it. Man, that's right on the money. We'll put this in here. It's nice and flush too. I can't believe it. And this is your regular standard tub drain assembly that you would use on a modern tub as well. And as long as it's not being seen, who cares if it's PVC? And unless you're planning on sticking your head down underneath the sink to look at it when you come in and brush your teeth. Now that I know that this tub assembly is correct, I can come down here and add this next fitting. But I certainly didn't want to put a $12 coupler on the assembly if it wasn't correct, because then I would have ended up throwing it away. Along with the tub assembly too, probably. And smush it real good. Now that we got that going, we can put a 90 street on here and get a measurement for how long I need it to be to go down into the cellar. Keep in mind there is no cellar underneath the bay window. That's why I had to build this platform and bring it out so that the plumbing could go under it. so. Looks like I need about 16 inches. Okay, I didn't want to bore you with gluing that up. It was pretty straightforward. So this can go on here. And my plumbing will go straight down. And then I can put my gooseneck on. But everything has to come apart again anyway, because I need to, of course, finish the floor that goes on the base for the tub. And we'll be painting it. And finishing out the bay windows, and bringing that up to painted level too. Then we can bring the tub back. Had to put the tub back up on the platform so I can figure out and make sure that I have that plumbing right. Because once this floor is all painted and everything, I'm not going to want to scuff around on anything and mess it up, drilling holes and second guessing myself. So let's put these pieces in there and make sure I got it right. Like a glove. Perfect. I chose to have the hot and cold water come up through the split of the boards, and usually you'd have it on either side of the drain, but that's going to be making it much easier to do repairs if anything should ever happen. I try to do things neat and tidy, even though you might not really see them, because Mama plans on putting plants here anyway, so they can get all this sunlight. It's going to be amazing. For more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that little bell button so you can be notified of the next videos to come.
Oh yeah? You're looking at me? What?